Alright guys, welcome back again. We're going to be doing the story for 3.2. We are at 11:11. Right outside the manor. Right here. We'll be talking to Taro. And let's get it going. The quest is called As It Once Was. Taro is waiting to share good tidings with you and Alphond. Igneel, I've been looking all over for you. We received news regarding Falham, Horace Boulder, and Colonet. Really, has something happened? No, it's nothing bad. Quite the opposite, in fact. It seems that once they learn the Scion's good name has been restored, they boarded the next ship bound to Limsa. They should be arriving at any moment. It's easy to forget how useful link pearls are, isn't it? When they work, I mean. And you don't mind being spied on. Quite, but what a wonderful news. To think that our reunion is close at hand. A pleasure to see you too, Alphon. Thancred. And Crowley, what brings you two here? Crowley and I have been looking into how we might track down Memphilia. And we just might find the answer. Igneel, when you were a fleeting old doll with Memphilia, you said that Haladin spoke to her shortly before you parted ways, yes? Well, assuming that is true, and I see no reason to suspect that it's not, it seems reasonable to conclude that Haladin commanded her to remain behind. That is to say, the Mother Crystal directly intersected to guide Memphilia. Admittedly, this is still quite hypothetical, but I suppose that such an intervention, however subtle, must surely leave some residual trace, a lingering disturbance in the ether, or a ripple, if you will. In order to establish the existence of such ripples, of course, we would require suitable data. Fortunately, I know where such data can be found. The battleground where Igneel fled the ultimate weapon and the site of my personal ignominy. 'Twas there that Haladin intervened to shield him from the magic I invoked. Crowley and I will infiltrate the castrum and analyze the ether therein. The two of you alone? I have spoken knack for subterfuge, and I am confident there will be sufficient nooks and crannies in which to hide Crow while the patrols pass. Besides, if you and Igneel come, we will see to Frimlam's grand homecoming. When you put it like that, very well, I trust in your plan. I know not whether this data will yield a means to find Memphilia, but it will at the very least eliminate another avenue of inquiry. Taro and I will return to the Rising Stone and make preparations for our comrade's return. Might I impose you to meet them at Lomenzian docks? Then I shall see the four of you at the Rising Stones. Safe travel. Alrighty. Where are we going? We're going to Limsa. Alright, let's go to the main crystal. Cool. Almost there. There we go. Oh, Igneel, how have you been? Come here, let me have a good look at you. Thing to 12. Our hearts One hears the strangest tale in foreign lands. I worried about you every day. We would have sent word sooner, but the braves afforded us no opportunity. When they fell upon us in the market, it was all we could do to escape. Taru found her way out, of course, but we were forced to seek shelter aboard a harnished vessel. It painted us not being there when you needed us the most. But we made the most of it, didn't we, Colnet? Studied and trained from dusk till dawn, we did. We would have sent word sooner, but we knew not whom to trust, and with the vast distance. But those dark days are behind us at last. I shall be glad indeed to return home and speak with my daughter. What do you mean she's missing? How can you let this happen? Forgive me, I'm sure you're doing everything in your power to find her. As Tancred's must be. He watched over her from the first, long before me, and he will watch over her to the last. I shall pray for her safe return, and busy myself in the meantime. For a certainty, there is much more to be done. The braves may have bloodied us, but the paths remain, and we shall not be swayed from it. Aye, that's the spirit. To the Scions and a long overdue reunion. Well, there you have it, to the Rising Stone.
Well done, sir. And with that, I believe we are ready to proceed.
Let us be about our business then. The next patrol may not be so credulous.
Why must you be so disappointingly brusque? You're not at all as Minfilia described, you know. I don't think you favoured me with so much as a single compliment since we set out. Tell me, did your time in the wilderness sap you of all your charm? Or are you holding it in reserve for your beloved?
This is neither the time nor the place.
Well, call me old-fashioned, but when I'm risking life and limb infiltrating an Imperial castrum, I like to be sure of my comrades' motivations.
I see now where Alphino gets it from. Minfilia is dear to me, it is true, but not in the way you think. 15 years passed when she was still but a child. There was an incident at a parade. A gubu broke free of its fetters and ran amok through the streets of Uldar. Had I been more attentive, I could have prevented it. But I was distracted, and her father was killed. I feared she would never recover. But in the years that followed, she showed herself to be more resilient than I had ever imagined. And when she learned of her gift, she did not flinch from the responsibility, but sought to guide others on the path. She touched the hearts of all around her. Mine, Louisoix, every Scion's. In those dark days following the calamity, she was our guiding light, our hope for a brighter future. She had so many dreams, and I would give anything to make them come true.
My apologies. I can see she means the world to you. I did not mean to pick at old scars.
No harm done, I assure you. But fair is fair, my lady. What is Minfilia to you?
You mean you don't know? Only my dearest friend. When I finally emerged from my torpor, I learned that nary a day had passed without her asking after me. She never gave up hope. And neither will I.
Then for Minfilia's sake, Let us pray that these vestiges of Heidelind's intervention will lead us to her.
Cool. Adjust the sound. Voice. Reverence toll. Alrighty. The quest to find Amphilia begins. Right here. It feels good to be home again, to think that everyone is waiting for us just beyond those doors. Friends and family with whom we have shared so much. God's help me, but the older I get, the more sentimental I become. Come, let us not keep them waiting. To the rising stones. Ooh. Aline, Elphine, it fills my heart with joy to see both of you hale and healthy, and what of Hargri? She is well, although aboard on a mission at present. It wasn't the same without you. Welcome back, my lady. Cool. I was saying hello. We could just do with more of that around here. Heartfelt reunions with a Salwal companions brings a bloody tear to my eye. He's drunk. The secret ones in a ship hold to secure passage to a faraway land. This is a tale we know all too well. When they are well rested, I should like to speak like a formal introduction. Why wait, my friend? Come, there is no need to be shy. You might grant me a moment longer at least, though I am happy to oblige you. My legs are rather less accommodating. Oh, it sure was. The seven hells drove my little brother to come to Mordona. Why you, brother? You and the Scions, of course. For 1,000 days I trained, and I might grow as strong as you, that I might fight alongside you. Yet now that you are here, I sense that you have surpassed me once more. Do not tell me. You trained with Hanash, didn't you? Your eyes do not deceive, brother. I have studied under the trials of the braves, and drunk deep of the souls of my enemies. Cool. Someone's alone. Glad I am here to be home. I cannot help but to think of those who have yet to return. Once we have settled in, I will join the search. Cool. It's been so long since I've seen him like this. Too long. 'Twas the chaos born of my foolish ambition which forced them to flee. Though they are returned with, they are the others yet missing, others who we cannot forsake. We'll find them, Alphon. I know we will. Minfilia, Ida, Palapino, last one of them. And when they walk through those doors, we'll be here to welcome them home. With me at the head of the queue, of course. Cool. That's the completion of the first quest. We'll get this one. Spell speed. Alrighty, we'll continue the story.